Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. The sun out. What can we say? What can we do? I was walking yesterday and on the road, a guy was writing the most inspiring words ever. Some of them were, "Are you a follower or leader? What do you really need?" And this got me thinking about the power of words. And along my journey, I use the 3 laws of power, and this has helped me become the greatest version of myself. And number 1 is the words we use every single day. How many of us say yes when we really mean no? I do it a lot of times during the day. Can you do this event? Yes, but already we are preoccupied with certain things. How many times do we say no when we really mean yes? And just seeing that words are vibrations, we can use words to empower ourselves every single day to prime the brain. Because that's why athletes, they are full of this confidence, saying, "I am the best, I am the greatest," because they are preparing their cells to work for them. But what are we saying to ourselves every single day? And this is all about creating a healthy lifestyle, self-care, because the inner dialogue that all of us have is coming from memory. So what's helped me along my journey is to once again let go of this idea of who I think I am. And the more I ask myself, what am I reading that is helping me along my journey? Because many of us, we dig our nose into a newspaper, but it's full of fear. It's taking away your energy. Because wherever you place your attention, someone is cashing in on it. Whatever you focus on grows. You turn into whatever you are tuned into. So what I've seen is that it is so powerful just to see the power of the word and see that words are sounds. That's what I saw along my journey. It's almost like this whole musical piece. And that is why it is inspiring when we start creating our own language. Give yourself a new name. I did. Because names are representations, they are symbols, and they hold so much significance. Because it is the association that is the key. Because if you call yourself a certain name which carries a positive association, that primes your brain. It primes us, it helps us remember who we are. And right now on the planet, I just see so many people are spreading messages, inspiring messages, but words only take us so far. We don't have to, I have to use that radical action to put the words into action. Number 2 is all about thoughts and beliefs, because for me, I always talk of it's all a mindset. Change your thoughts to change your world. But many of us, we are thinking all the time because we are living in a world where the ego holds more weight than the heart. But I've seen the secret along my journey that it's all about not thinking so much, thinking less and feeling more. Because I've been a big fan for a long time of Dr. Bruce Lipton's work, and he talks a lot about how the first 7 years is where we are programmed. And then after that, it's the habits. And this forms our subconscious behavior, which forms 95% of our everyday actions. Only 5% of what we do is coming from a conscious place. So what I see is that we have to remind ourselves that any belief we have, where did it come from? Who told me not to talk to these kinds of people? The most liberating feeling arises when we see that we are not victims of our circumstance, but co-creators of our own reality. And epigenetics, epi, the Greek meaning above, how our perceptions, our thoughts, our environment influences our genes. Therefore, that means that we can be anything we choose. It is that simple. How bad do you want it? How hungry are you to have what you desire? Because it's already within you once you acknowledge it. But it's always, for me along my journey, about questioning my belief system. Because right now on the planet, we are raising the frequency. But at the same time, there is still so much distraction. There is so much lies about who we really are. What are we learning in these schools, in these universities, in these workplaces? How is it assisting us? Because we have to see that and ask ourselves the question, how is this serving me right now? And if it's not serving me, then I'm leaving. I'm sorry, I've got things to do. You can stay here though if you want. But we have to see that our time is valuable. How are we spending our time? That's what I ask myself every single day, because power is all about accomplishing whatever you want, manifesting whatever you want, seeing that you have that innate power to do that. But at the same time, many of us, and this was me, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, just wasting time on things which weren't serving me. Now, I can be in nature, harmonizing myself, meditating, aligning my chakras, which are my glands, getting that sunlight, that beautiful chi, and being in a state of being, which is pure meditation, that total body awareness. So to a passerby, it may seem that I am not doing anything, but in essence, I am having the most fulfilling experience in the world, because I am tuned into the beauty and the magic of the moment. For a long time along my journey, I was stuck in the past. I was also stuck in the future. Now I see myself already there, because the biggest problem I face personally is always being in this tug of war with myself. Not out there, it's with me. And I found that once I can just accept myself, to just say, okay, don't worry, there's nobody like you in the universe. What are you afraid of? All you have to do, that's what I wrote in my diary, all you have to do is just let go, because the more you let go, the more it comes. Many of us are not seeing that everyone is here for a different purpose. Everyone is here because they have a different mission to fulfill. But are you too busy watching someone else that you miss your own steps? I used to go swimming and just watch people. Then I realized if I'm not careful, I'll drown. You got to stay focused. And you have to see that whatever you have to do, nobody is going to do it. Nobody but yourself. Have fun. because I've just seen that once you can have fun, you also loosen up. This allows for a greater flow of creativity. Every time I'm making these videos, it's new, it's fresh. I don't even remember the last one I made. Can you remind me? Because it's about newness. It's about seeing that the secret of creativity is not resting on your laurels. Pure expansion. Ask yourself what matters most, because for me, developing a healthy lifestyle is all about seeing. And I made the choice in 2011 to change my perspective of the world, to change how I saw the world. Now I see the world as being an infinite genie of infinite possibilities. However, it's all based on our thinking, because whatever we put out there returns to us. So just by letting go of limiting belief systems, it frees us. But the third law of power, which is the most important, is action, and radical action, because this is what governments know. This is what leaders know. But it's all about becoming your own guru, becoming your own leader, forming your own government, which means to govern your mental, your inner kingdom. And it's all about being an alchemist. But the actions which has helped me develop a more healthy lifestyle, to love myself more, is all about not always thinking everything is out there. The success we want is out there. The fame we want is out there. No, it's all in here. We have to stop waiting for the perfect day and start embracing the power of now. Because if we go back to the indigenous cultures of the world, even let's go back thousands of years, how the ancients lived was in a more peaceful way we are living today. Because many of us, we have become so disconnected from nature that we are living in reverse. To live in reverse, L-I-V-E, is evil. So if we are eating processed foods, like I am guilty, I took the action to embrace more superfoods, and I love chia seeds right now. I'm eating that every day. It's tiny, but it's mighty. Packed full of protein, omega-3 and 6, 3 times more iron than spinach, 15 times more magnesium than broccoli. It is full of antioxidants. It has everything we need. And that just shows me how simplicity is the highest form of sophistication. It is a tiny seed, but it impacts our body in such a positive way. And right now, for me, in developing a more healthy lifestyle, it's about embracing nature. Because in nature, you connect back to your true authentic self. And a lot of the times we can talk of our shadow. Our shadow is what we are not willing to face. Because many of us, we are caught in between two lifestyles, where one foot is in nature, one foot is in a busy city lifestyle. But you can't serve two masters. That's what I realized along my journey. So right now I am focusing on one thing only, and that is pure elevation. Happiness is best shared. And a lot of the times, for so many of us, we feel that we don't want to give our love away because we're losing a part of ourselves. But along my journey, what's helped me is just feeling so comfortable in the arms of someone else, extending your heart outwards. Because I'm not just talking about loving a woman or loving a man. I'm talking about anything you are resonating with. It could be a beautiful piece of music, falling in love with it 100%, surrendering. It could be to an animal, a cat, a dog, a parrot, which might repeat you, but you can still love it. Anything we come into contact with that allows us to surrender, for me, that is where you find your greatest power. Because power is not being the strongest. Power is being able to let go of whatever no longer serves you. The 3 laws of power. Power of words, power of beliefs and thoughts, because our beliefs and thoughts create our reality, and the power of action, putting in that radical action, and also seeing that we came here to play. We are here in nature, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.